My little sister is pregnant, going to have a baby she currently thinks she'll name Oliver, going to bring new life into the world, stop the decay and decline for one moment as she births beauty into a world that's ugly, so ugly. She asked me the other day, pregnancy hormones in full righteous swing, why I feel the need to advertise my sexuality and my gender, to wave a flag every time someone gets to know me, to keep talking about these things, and she says no one cares anymore, so why make a big deal of it? Keep that shit private, she says. No one cares. Why you gotta wave a flag about it? And I wave a flag, I said, because there are people who can't. I wave a flag for Alex Jones, a 24-year-old trans man I cradled through a rape exam because someone decided not to respect his right to pee in privacy. All 18 years of naivete, I held him as he cried, and the nurse taking the kit wouldn't stop calling him ma'am, 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 and when he said, I'm a sir, she said, that's not what your body tells me, and added insult to injury, and Alex Jones cried harder, cried until his cries were silenced in a dark alley not so far from where we went to school, and I wave a flag for him. He's my rainbow-striped warrior guardian angel, the reason I started learning, the reason I can't stop talking. I wave a flag for every person who has ever had to come out of the closet they've been shoved in and locked in and forgotten about. For every person who can't talk about their family at work because if they do, they might get fired. I wave a flag for every person who mourns the loss of their sibling, their child, their friend. I wave a flag for every person who has ever had to tell a lie to save a life. I wave a flag for every gay member of the military, unsure if they are welcome to come out or not, but brave enough to do it anyway. My stars and stripes are a rainbow array on a purple background because this is the land of the free and the home of the brave, and I want to proudly wave that flag. I wave a flag for Nikki, a 64-year-old woman who spent her entire retirement fund on sex reassignment surgery so that she could spend the last few years of her life comfortable. She called it palliative care, and when she died it was with a smile on her face because she felt motherfucking beautiful finally. After 64 years of lying and hiding and passing and pokes and prods and concerned doctors and family members wanting to fix her in all her unbroken glory, make her conform to what they wanted her to be, and when she died, it was at home, quietly and without fanfare, the way she lived her life after the surgery. And I wave a flag for Nikki's partner, Jessica, a 67-year-old cis woman who fell in love with Nikki 30 years before Nikki ever had surgery and who held her wife as she died, knowing they couldn't go to the hospital because Nikki wanted to die in the arms of her love rather than in the cold and sterile environment her wife would have been turned away from because visiting hours are for family members only. And wouldn't Jessica count as family? Nikki would ask, eyes big above her pretty smile. We've been together for nearly 3 decades. We are each other's heartbeat. Isn't that family? I wave a flag for Oliver, my sister's soon-to-be-born child, my newest nephew, who may in fact be a niece, or neither. I wave a flag so that if he needs a safe place to come, he can always find one. Just follow the people following the flag, baby. I'm your mother's sibling, and I will protect you because isn't that family? Isn't that? There are days when I'm ready to give up. Take the flag I've jammed into the craters of the moon of your misunderstanding and go home. To die quietly with my lover like Nikki. There are days I'm afraid that if I don't make an effort to put on a costume before I leave the house, I will die alone like Alex, found the next morning by 2 campus safety officers and mourned but never given justice, because how the fuck do you justify something like that? There are days I'm tired of having to explain over and over again what it means to be me, to have my labels that paint me into a box and put me on display, days when I want to be done. And then I hear Alex's voice, asking why someone raped it, and I wave a motherfucking flag. And when I'm told that no one cares anymore, all I ever have to ask is why.